Two identical twins, one sound, one brand, one empire. But what if I told you that behind those matching outfits, sold out concerts, and billion-naira success, there was a family battle that had been brewing for years? For almost 2 decades, Nigerians watched PSquare and thought they were looking at the perfect brotherhood. And now in 2026, Peter Okoye is opening the door. And what is coming out of that door is shocking fans all over the world. Because according to Peter, this story is much bigger than a simple disagreement between two brothers. Hey, guess who is back? After a little hiatus, I am officially back, and trust me, I did not come back empty-handed. So welcome back to Gist Naija Now, your one-stop spot for hot gist, celebrity takes, and the hottest Nollywood celebrity gists. We are back with the hottest takes and the juiciest Nollywood celebrity gossip, the drama, the scandals, the plot twists, and all the tea you probably did not see coming. Because if you thought things were quiet while I was away, babes, you clearly weren't paying attention. So get comfortable, grab your popcorn, and turn that volume up, because we are about to dissect the story everyone is talking about, and maybe a few things they don't want us talking about. Welcome back, besties. We are officially outside again. We are talking money, we are talking loyalty, we are talking trust, we are talking family, and according to Peter, an alleged financial betrayal. So how did PSquare go from being one of Africa's most successful music groups to brothers taking their family problems to the public? Let's go all the way back, in case you didn't know. Peter and Paul Okoye were not just brothers, they were twins, identical twins. And if you ever had siblings, you already know twins can have a bond that is so difficult for outsiders to understand. The two boys grew up together, danced together, performed together, and eventually became PSquare. Then came the success. Hit after hit, concert after concert. Money started coming in. I mean, for the millennials, we all know how much of a big hit PSquare was back then. And their elder brother Jude Okoye became a major part of the operation as their manager. For years it appeared to work. The brothers trusted each other, the family worked together, and PSquare became an African entertainment powerhouse. But according to Peter's latest revelations, this is where things get interesting. Peter says the problems didn't suddenly begin when the group became famous. He has now claimed that the alleged betrayal and financial issues go way back, more than 20 years ago, long before the brothers were even married. And that completely changes the whole story. Now let's talk about the woman who has been dragged into the saga for years. Lola Omotayo, Peter's wife. For years, whenever PSquare had problems, somehow Lola's name would appear. Fans began asking, was Peter's marriage causing problems inside the Okoye family? Some reports at the height of the 2017 crisis even described Lola as being blamed for the family tension, and it wasn't difficult to see why the rumors became explosive. Peter had chosen his wife, Lola, even though she was 8 years older than he was, and he publicly stood by her. Lola herself had previously spoken about how important a relationship with Peter and their family was to her. Then came the infamous period when social media became the battleground. Statements were being posted, indirect messages were flying left, right, center. Fans were decoding Instagram captions like detectives. And suddenly the question wasn't just, what is happening to PSquare? It became, who is the problem? By 2017, the situation had reached boiling point. Peter had repeatedly complained about Jude's management of PSquare and wanted a change in management. But Paul and Jude did not see things the same way. And when 3 family members are also business partners, imagine how complicated that becomes. Because when the money is coming in, everybody's family. But when the money starts disappearing, or someone believes they aren't getting what they're entitled to, suddenly it's no longer just family, it's business. And business has receipts. Clock it. Then came the moment nobody thought would ever happen. PSquare was over. Peter became Mr. P and Paul became Rudeboy. The twins who had spent years performing side by side and building their careers were suddenly building separate careers, and fans were devastated. I, for one, I was devastated. But here is where Lola's story becomes even more interesting. Peter had previously explained that he had to put his wife and children first, saying the treatment of his wife was part of why he chose to split. So for years, many people believed the story was simple. Peter chose Lola over PSquare. But Peter's newer statements paint a much more complicated picture. Because now he's saying, don't blame a woman for something that was already happening. 4 years passed. Then in 2021, the twins reunited, much to the applause of the Nigerian social media. The Nigerian social media space went crazy. Peter and Paul hugged. They smiled. They appeared together. PSquare was back. Fans thought the family had finally healed. People were celebrating. The twins were back. The music was coming back. At least, so everybody thought. Finally, it's over. But apparently it wasn't. Fast forward and the family drama returned with a completely different level of seriousness. This time the conversation wasn't just about who insulted who. It was about money, companies, ownership, royalties, financial records, and allegations of financial wrongdoing. Peter has made serious allegations concerning the handling of money connected to the PSquare business. And he didn't just do that, he did with receipts. Jude has disputed wrongdoing, and the legal issues surrounding those allegations have become part of the public court. And this is where I need you to pay attention. Because allegations are not convictions. They are claims on different sides. And some matters have been before the courts. So social media can pick a winner. But legally, the evidence and the courts are what matter. And then came 2026. Peter started speaking again. Mind you, Peter had never made a video prior to all the drama between him, his brother, and Jude. If I recall correctly, it has been Jude and Paul making videos. Paul has been on different podcasts talking about how much work he put into the group, which he termed as 99%, therefore discrediting Peter's efforts. So 2026, Peter decided not to keep quiet anymore. And this time he wasn't giving fans a 2-minute explanation. He was telling the story in chapters, part after part, revealing things that we did not know, revelation after revelation, and Nigerians started saying, wait, there is more? Social media users have been following the story almost like a television series, with people asking for the next part whenever Peter releases another installment. But perhaps one of the biggest things Peter wanted to make clear was this: don't blame the woman. In April 2026, Peter specifically pushed back against the idea that a woman caused the family breakdown, saying the problems predated their marriages. And that is important, because it means the popular story we've heard for years that Lola came into the family and somehow destroyed the peace doesn't match Peter's current version. So who is telling the truth? And this is where things get really complicated. Peter has his story, Paul has his own perspective, Jude has his own defense, and then there are the fans who have been watching everything unfold from the outside. Some people say Peter is finally exposing what happened to him. Others believe family disputes should never have reached social media. And some are asking a very uncomfortable question. If this was really about money and business, why did it take so many years for everything to come out? Maybe because family business is complicated. Maybe because trust can make people ignore paperwork. Maybe because nobody expects their own brother to become their business opponent. Or maybe there are still pieces of the story that the public doesn't know and that we might never know. And that is what makes the PSquare saga so fascinating. Because this isn't a story about two musicians who simply decided they didn't want to work together anymore. It's a story about twin brothers, an older brother, wives, children, a multi-million naira music empire, years of accusations, reconciliation, and now another public explosion. The brothers once told us through their music that nothing could separate them. But today we are watching one of Africa's most famous families try to untangle years of business and personal conflicts in public. And the biggest question isn't even, will PSquare reunite? The bigger question is, after everything that has been said, can this family ever trust each other? Can they ever heal? Because sometimes the hardest battles aren't between enemies. They are between people who once knew everything about each other and swore to protect each other. And if Peter's latest revelations are anything to go by, this story is nowhere near finished. And honestly, I don't think we have heard the last chapter. So what do you think, besties? Do you believe Peter's version of events? Or do you think the truth lies somewhere in the middle? Share your thoughts in the comments. But remember, this is still a family's real life. and some issues remain the subject of ongoing legal proceedings. So bye for now, and I'll see you in my next one.
Hey
Mwah.
guys.